Hey peeps, here I am at O'Toole's Flat Campground. Now it's just out of Walhalla. Now I want to talk a little bit about this campsite and a few of the other campsites around the Walhalla area in case you're visiting. Now Walhalla is a beautiful little town, picturesque, hasn't been touched in over 100 years. I think it was one of the last towns to get electricity. And it really shows. It's just a great weekend away if you're interested. Lots of forward driving and camping in the area. Lots of walking trails, so really nice area to be around. State Forest is a lot of it. I'm at O'Toole's Flat Campground. Now this is going to be the furthest option that you have available and probably the roughest getting in. There are a couple of river crossings to get through and a couple of steep tracks, and you know, it's wet like today, you're probably going to have a little bit more of a challenge, but they're doable in a decent forward drive. Now if you've got trailers, off-road trailers, you should be fine. If you've got a caravan or anything like that, it's probably going to be a real issue. Like I said, there's some steep tracks and rough tracks getting in here. But look, there might be a couple of other options. Let's check your tracks, but for the most part, I'd say this is forward drive only. Now, really good facilities around here, lots of open space. It's all been recently landscaped. It's actually quite pretty. Trees all around. There's a big gazebo in the middle if you do have a big group and you want to catch up in there. We've also got toilets there behind me. All those campsites have got fire pits, well most of them have got fire pits, so you can spread yourself out in designated fire pits which work really well. And it's really well maintained gardens or campgrounds here. I'm really impressed with what they've done. They've fenced it all off. Haven't seen any animals or anything, but I do have a dog, so it makes it a bit hard. Now, most of these sites I'm talking about here today are in state parks, so you can have dogs as well. And Peppy's really enjoying his time here. Lots of bugs though, bring some protection. Now, going back, we've got, if you go back over the river crossings, we've got the Junction Campground area. Now that's probably a little bit nicer if you're on your own. It's by the river, and you can get as close as you can to the river if you like, but you know, there's toilets and that there, a little bit more basic facilities, and you know, you're not going to be solo camping very often there. I imagine it get a little bit busier. And then moving on to Meringtons. Meringtons, basically where I was introduced into this area. Similar to this, with really nice open spaces, fire pits in most areas. There's 2 single toilets, whereas there's a double one here. You know, I've stayed there in a weekend with big groups and there wasn't any problems, you know, waiting for toilets or anything like that. And it's just nice facilities, relatively easy track getting in. It is a little bit of an decline getting in, so there's a bit of a hill. Too low, keep the pressure off your brakes, and if you've got a trailer especially, you don't want to be using your brakes too much because they'll get pretty hot by the time you get to the bottom. Lots of driving tracks around. You will not get reception in phone reception in any of these areas, well at least I haven't. It's completely dead for Optus and Telstra. I've got both. And you know, overall these facilities and camping areas are really nice, relatively easy to get into, great for families, for groups, and you know, plenty to see and do around the area. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. I'll leave a couple of other options there for you if you're interested, or check my channel and see what's on there. Plenty of tips, all the best products, all the best tips, and all the best places to go. So if you're into all that, happy camping. We'll see you in the next one. Thanks guys.